If you work in a skyscraper, chances are you do fake work, okay? Hello, welcome to another video. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a resource-based economy and how everything we're seeing right now in the world today couldn't even happen in a resource-based economy. Now, it's very unfortunate what everybody's going through in the world. This is, horrible. The origins of this COVID-19, personally, I believe, this is some sort of escaped research, They lost control of something which is something you'd never have in a resource-based economy. So people would never be researching diseases to try to turn them into something worse for weaponization, okay? That would just never happen in a resource-based economy, okay? It's just the whole mindset of expelling resources to kill people is just not something that a resource-based economy uses resources for, okay? So now, right now, it might be easier for people to understand a resource-based economy with the world in the condition that it is currently, okay? So what we're seeing now is what is really important and needs to be done, and then what is just the fluff, right? And we see the fluff is the people who don't do anything really for the world at all, okay? Zero, right? And they are the ones that are absorbing the most resources, okay? So the entertainers, the bankers, Wall Street, CEOs, okay? These people, their whole mindset is just to extract wealth and do the most minimal amount of actual work possible, okay? So what's the difference between actual work, fake work, real work, okay? And it's simple. Science is real, Wall Street's fake. Doctors are real, lawyers are fake. Farmers are real, sales associates are fake. Teachers are real. Servants are fake. Okay? And I could go on and on and on, make a whole video just about that. Okay? Now, people serving other people is gotta go. Okay? This whole, you want to do stuff for your friends and family? That's fine. Okay? But the entire world's mechanisms that are set up, that the resources are focused on, is this whole capital-based society where giant piles of money decide what is going to happen, okay? And those giant piles of money, in most cases, have a legal obligation to make more money. Okay? They can't go and say, well, we got all this money, we want to go do good. No. It's literally in the fucking laws that you have to fucking make profit, okay? So people with money, which is just this fake construct, right, can just put that money towards whatever. Now that whatever doesn't have to be good, bad, or otherwise, but it has to supposedly be to make money. Okay, no matter at what point, like Amazon is currently not making any money because they spend all the money, right? Which as a business owner, I totally understand. But I wasn't able to get all the tax write-offs and all those, the zero taxes because I didn't have the lawyers and the accountants and all this stuff, right? But meanwhile, I'm spending all my money, my company years ago, every bit. But no, that didn't qualify as a write-off, and this didn't qualify as a write-off, And it's just all a bullshit construct, right? It all means nothing. And the fact is the freaking system is more than what we need in reality. Okay, so we have just people running amok in this world doing whatever they want to do. Whatever they can try to think of because, oh, they got to make a buck and you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and Screw the world, screw anything, and you don't have a choice, okay? You are gonna do all this shit, pay taxes, go to work and all that, or your choice is to go be a homeless person. And there's more than enough examples of people who, and they don't even, then these people don't even necessarily not want or whatever, but they couldn't make it happen. Okay? So capitalism is a very complicated system. And if you aren't able to play that game effectively, then you end up homeless. Okay? And that's just reality, right? So in a resource-based economy, that doesn't happen at all. Right now, we could have everybody that's homeless in homes, but capitalism says they can't afford those homes, and so they're going to be homeless and sleep in a tent. Okay? Right. So once we come to a conclusion with the world where we decide that we don't want to just be wasting to waste to do, okay? If you have hobbies you want to do, if you want to entertain somebody, if you want to make a movie, if you want to make a video game, if you want to play video games, that's fine. Do that in your own time in a resource-based economy. And you literally have nothing but your own time in a resource-based economy because there is only real jobs being done. Okay? So in a resource-based economy, when there's this much work that needs to actually be done to get everybody to be safe, healthy, clothed, housed, okay? And everybody have all the things they need to have, okay? Now, every single person in the whole world doesn't need a fucking lawnmower. We don't all need everything. We all do need smartphones because that's one of the key components to having the planet not have things like coronavirus, okay? Because if these phones were set up to track health and wellness and not try to sell you shit, bam, it's a whole different dynamic, okay? Now, the total amount of work is just going to go down and down and down that needs to be done as we automate our society as we already are doing. Are we just going to let Elon Musk, be a gazillionaire because he fucking puts out a bunch of cars that drive themselves all over the place? Or are we just going to decide that's how we want our society to be? We want electric cars just running around and taking us everywhere, wherever we need to be for whatever we need to be doing, okay? Now, that amount of whatever we need to be doing shifts drastically in a resource-based economy compared to what we're doing now. I mean, people are, so many people are in such a bad place right now, okay? And then 6 months ago, those people were just hanging on by a thread, all right? Now, they're just FUBAR, all right? So, first of all, let me just say how this wouldn't happen in a resource-based economy other than the weapons wouldn't be created. When the cell phones are tracking the health and you hear all these people talking about contact tracing, when everybody has a cell phone that's tracking their health, bam, there seems to be something weird over here all of a sudden. And when you have a society filled with people who are educated, we're not talking about educated in bullshit like liberal arts or lawyers or accountants or fucking politicians. Any of that shit's fake. When you have fucking everybody's like an engineer, okay? Everybody's a doctor, a scientist, even the farmers, and we're talking about a generation or two down the road, but even the farmers are engineers, right? And right now, there's farmers out there that are basically engineers anyway. All the work they have to do with their keeping up their machines and maintaining their property. I mean, there's a lot to it, okay? So, but I'm telling you, farmers especially farmers like Richard Perkins, for example, that utilizes permaculture farming techniques, right? So we need to switch over our entire food process over to permaculture, okay? All these disgusting feedlots and all these just miles of monocrops, that shit's all gotta go, okay? Certain things like that, nothing feedlot, no. All this, there's acres and acres and acres that we can have cattle much more distributed to make much healthier, grass-fed, okay, which is part of repairing the ecology around the world, right? I mean, there's a lot going on. We have to fix the planet. We have to fix our systems, clean up the planet, educate people, okay? All this happens in one direction, okay? We want to go forward. We want to progress our society to the point where robots do everything, literally. We have the technology. Now, in our current state of mind, we're going to have like super uber rich people that just have robots, doing mundane, trimming their toenails and all this. When in reality, if we go into a resource-based economy, everybody will have access to robotic cars that can take them around to wherever they need to go. The factories will be all converted over to completely robots. People building their own things, okay? Decentralizing the manufacturing, which we're already seeing with all the 3D printing okay? So when you go in a direction, when you're okay, right now, it's you got to make profit, okay? In a resource-based economy, it's human health, okay? Big difference. Profit, health. Okay, so is it going to be healthy for people? And here's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of people running around telling you, no, there is no government in a resource-based economy. There's nothing like a government. The only thing like a government is an app in the phone that's run by blockchain technology, so it can't be hacked and altered, okay? Now, I've spoken a lot about this in depth in my other resource-based economy videos, okay? Now, if you just take a second now to like this video, to subscribe to this channel, you could really be helping me out. I appreciate it. Okay, now, with the resource-based economy, nothing like this could even happen, okay? In several different trajectories, it couldn't happen. Like, it's not going to start because we're not weaponizing diseases. It's not going to start because we have completely incompetent failure as leadership. And it's not going to happen because we have the technology to stop all these types of things, but we don't implement it because, it's like, oh, we don't want to cure that disease because there's more money treating the disease than there is curing it. That's a thing. That's not a thing in a resource-based economy, okay? So I'm telling you, now's the time to switch this world over, okay? And it's got to happen peacefully. And the people who are going to reject it are the dictators, okay? And the billionaires, the dictators, the oligarchs, right? That's who doesn't want to go down this road, right? The rest of the world is pretty ignorant to reality. They don't know about this stuff I talk about. It's just like, they think there's one world that's capitalist and the other world is socialist, and that's the only two choices in the whole world. Well, no. The resource-based economy is the future that doesn't involve the socialism or the fucking capitalism. It's neither one, okay? Zero government, zero military, zero police coming in and taking things and telling you what to do, okay? Now, it's cultural shift. It'll take a generation, 2, 3, 4 in some places to convert the world over. I mean, just think how long it's going to take to convert a place like Pakistan when 70% of the population is inbred, right? I mean, that's going to take generations because, look, a foundation of a resource-based economy, human health. Okay, human health. You can't have inbred people in human health. And this is where a lot of these rich, old money people are going to be like, right? Because in a resource-based economy, you need a license to breed, right? And that's genetic testing and intelligence testing and mental stability. Like, obviously, like I said, this takes generation 2, 3, 4 to convert areas over, okay? But the world eventually needs to work towards a resource-based economy. And it's not like, well, we got to take over those people. No, it's like basically we literally, with technology, wall off the resource-based economy for the rest of the world. And it's just a slow evolution of expanding around the planet until we have our planet. We have the moon and Mars and the next planet over. And we're getting along with the aliens because we're not trying to blow shit up anymore, and we're not trying to take over, and we're not warring with each other. It's all about getting together as an entire planet, using all the resources on the planet for human health, intelligence. Okay, now, all these people that do all this fake work now, you need to learn some kind of real job. You need to learn a trade. You need to learn how to be an electrician, a plumber, a construction person, a robotics engineer, an electronics designer, okay? Right? This is the type of thing, if you're a really smart person that, like, a banker, high intelligence, but doing a completely useless job, shift into this, or into automation of farming or something like this is what you need to be doing real work versus fake work, okay? And if you work in a bank, you're doing fake work. If you work in a skyscraper, chances are you do fake work, okay? So we need to switch to a resource-based economy, but it's not like a light switch, okay? First, it's like we need to get the entire planet educated on what we're even talking about, right? And that's going to take years because the entire world's mechanisms is set up to not change, because the people in control of how everything works, they're fucking just happy as clams, right? They got it all. They don't have to do anything, right? And they just dangle, right? So in the black community, for example, you've got sports and music is your way out of poverty in the black community. And this is the idols of the black community are the sports players and the musicians that have made the money and they've got it up, right? And this entire thought process is just completely whacked, right? Like, you gotta fucking do something. Like, how about Star Talk guy? God, Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? Now, there is a real job doer. He is a scientist, okay? Now, he's more of an entertainer now. So, entertainers, fake jobs, okay? Newsreaders, fake jobs, right? Making videos like this is fake job. This is fake work. All the money that I live on, fake money, fake job, right? Now, I'm out here doing stuff, trying to fix the degraded landscape, all this, right? But how I pay for it was all this video production that was all fake, right? That shouldn't be a fucking thing. And the most disgusting thing about all these different jobs that do all this stuff, entertainment, sports, Wall Street, banks, right? They all hoard the masses amounts of money and employ people just doing bullshit. Okay? Not Goliaths of waste and pointlessness, right? No, what? You can't have sports in a resource-based economy? Of course you can. But you know what? You get together with friends and you go out and you play fucking sports. You go out and you don't sit on your fat fucking ass on the couch shoving fucking donuts and Doritos and hot dogs down your fucking pipe hole on every Sunday slugging back. No, that kind of person just doesn't, we don't kill them off. But if you're not the type of person that's like outside doing the sports, if you're just sitting on your fucking ass, you're some fucking lazy just fuck, You're not going to get a breeding license. So your children aren't going to you're never going to have children. So your whole way of life is just going to go the same way of people who used to hunt whales for a living. Okay? People that used to make candles out of whale fat. That's not a job anymore. Okay? And sitting on your couch watching sports every Sunday, But now, in the inverse, your whole life's going to be much better. You'll be able to do things in a resource-based economy that you can't do now as a normal person, right? I mean, this whole entire world of beautiful and amazing and all this stuff that you're just barred from because you don't have the money, okay? Well, in a resource-based economy, you simply are in a queue, not standing in line someplace. You're in a queue. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be doing is whatever real job you're needed to be doing. And who dictates that to you? Your freaking phone. The AI that's run on the blockchain that connects to all our phones, okay? And there's an emergency and we're all needed to go do something right now, and the phone's okay, and we just go boop and we take care of it. Or it's like harvest season and there's a lot of freaking this that needs to be harvested and the robots aren't ready yet. So just a mass amount of people go out there and do that. And these same people, you might have been a lawyer. You might have been a cop. You might have been a bum. Well, now you're just all kicking it together, getting the work that's real work that really needs to be done, okay? No more fake work doing. That's just got to go. Everybody wants to sit around, and myself included, everyone wants to sit around and just do nothing. I would much rather show up to a farm 3 days a week for 2 to 6 hours or something like that, whatever was needed, which is reality, when we are using all the humans equally to take care of the important work, and none of the humans are doing bullshit work or no work at all. The amount of work that everybody has to do is a lot less. And there's zero stress, okay? There's if I don't get up and go to work and all this, right? If you're sick, which in a society that is centered around human health, you're not going to get sick. But if you get sick, your phone's going to know it. You're not going to be demanded. You're not going to, cooking and food and all this stuff is you just go get it. It's just there. There's no person standing there guarding it, making you, that just doesn't exist anymore. We have the technology to provide abundance, okay? But capitalism keeps tilling the crops under, okay? People are starving and the crops are getting tilled under at the same time, okay? This is a perfect example of how retarded the system is, okay? A resource-based economy doesn't do that at all, okay? It's that simple. If you need more examples, I made a whole ton of videos and I'll keep making them. A resource-based economy is really, it's the ultimate. It's how we become a Star Trek-like society, It's how we evolve. It's how we take care of everybody. It's how we can trust everybody. It's how we know that everybody is an actual equal. Because, right now, you got people breeding that shouldn't be breeding, raising kids really fucked up, okay? All around the world, and then those people are the people you got to worry about how come you just can't be happy and chilling and wandering around or whatever, because these people that were born and raised and taught all these fucked up things, okay? This is what we can, this is the world, the beautiful world that we could have. All right? And it's not going to be easy, right? Because everybody is standing in the way. Everybody. Because they don't know about it, number one. Or number two, they have it easy. Which are the people that control everything. This little percent of people. That all the people that you see on the TVs and in the courthouses and in the politicians, all this, the state houses all around, right? Those people They don't want to see it change at all. They are more than happy for you just to all watch that food being killed under, okay? Peace.